Now we'll try and understand the difference between value of output and value added. Now, value of output means that all the goods and services which are produced in a firm of the accounting year, that is the value of output. That is the final consumption or the final production which has been done of the goods and services by a firm in a particular year. But value added means value of output minus value of input. Now, let us try and understand this. Value of output, as I said, it means all the goods and services produced in a firm in a particular year minus the value of input. Input means whatever had been bought by a firm in a year. That is to say, supposing I'll say 5,000 shirts and 3,000 trousers were manufactured by a firm in the accounting year, which means 8,000 is the value of output. But when I have to calculate the value added, I will calculate this by the value of output minus the value of input, that is how much of cloth, buttons, threads, all this was bought from outside in a year. That will give me the value added, which means the value which was added to the intermediate goods which had been bought by a firm in a particular year. So, it is very, very clear and simple. Value of output is the entire production that is being calculated, but value added is subtraction of this value output by the value of input, that is whatever we have bought from other sources. Now, what are the sources of domestic income? We have been calculating the national income and the domestic income, but what are the sources of earning the income in a domestic territory? The first of its kind is the compensation of the employees. Compensation of the employees means the wages which are being paid to the employees of the firm. Then the operating surplus. Operating surplus means that whatever are the other sources of income like the rent and such other sources. Then comes the income of the self-employed, those who are not working for anybody but are generating income by themselves. So, these are the three factors of income for calculating or the sources of income of the domestic income. Compensation of the employees, that is wages, here operating surplus, the rent as I said, and the income of the self-employed, which we also call it as mixed income.